did you find out you were gaining weight at an alarming rate? My mom, because nothing says welcome home like you've gained weight being the first words out of her mouth. I laughed and told her she was seeing things. But that night when my scale hit 160 pounds, 15 more than my usual 145, I realized the dryer hadn't been shrinking my jeans, and my mom's eyes worked perfectly fine. I should have known something was seriously wrong 3 weeks later when Sarah had to help me squeeze into my backup shirt for girls' night because my favorite top wouldn't zip. Maybe it shrunk, she offered, but we both knew clothes don't shrink that much. By the next month, the scale read 168 and nothing in my closet fit. My cousin's wedding was in 6 weeks and I'd already bought the dress. So I discovered my survival strategy. Fruit adventure Tic Tacs. 0 calories to keep my mouth busy while I basically stopped eating until this nightmare ended. The wedding dress disaster changed everything because when I had to buy 2 sizes bigger, I knew something was medically wrong. My doctor weighed me at 175 pounds, 30 pounds heavier in just 4 months, and immediately ordered every test imaginable. Thyroid, hormones, cortisol, insulin. 3 days later, her nurse called with this weird, hesitant voice saying the doctor wanted to see me immediately instead of next week. And when I asked what was wrong, she paused way too long before saying the doctor would explain. The whole office acted strange when I arrived, like they'd seen my results and didn't know what to say. Here's where things got absolutely insane because the doctor spread out my test results like she was looking for Waldo, and everything was completely normal. Thyroid, hormones, insulin, cortisol, all of it perfect. Yet she kept flipping through pages asking about my diet. I told her I'd basically stopped eating, just living on salads and these 0-calorie Tic Tacs I was shaking in my hand, but she didn't even glance at them. Instead, she started throwing out random conditions like lipedema, metabolic syndrome, and Cushing's, but every test came back normal. When she accused me of secret eating, I lost it because I was literally starving myself and still gaining weight. The endocrinologist she referred me to was equally baffled after running more tests for growth hormone, leptin, ghrelin, even tumors, and his exact words were, "Your blood work is perfect. Too perfect for someone who gained 30 pounds in 4 months." He asked about family history, but my mom's been the same size since the 90s, so by this point I was eating maybe 800 calories of actual food daily, surviving on Tic Tacs and Spite, still gaining weight. That's when I completely lost it and went nuclear by hiring a personal trainer and running every morning while cutting everything I could think of. The trainer literally watched me eat lunch once because he didn't believe my food diary, kept saying, "This doesn't make sense," as he watched the scale go up week after week despite me eating 1,200 calories max and working out 2 hours daily. After I gained another 10 pounds, he had me wear a fitness tracker 24/7 that showed I should be losing 3 pounds per week, but instead I was shopping for size extra large. When he finally admitted, "I can't help you, your body is breaking the laws of thermodynamics," and refunded my money, I wanted to scream, but went home and ate Tic Tacs for dinner because what was even the point anymore? Then came the video call that changed everything when the dietitian, my last hope, noticed me nervously fidgeting with an empty industrial-sized Tic Tac container. When she asked what it was, I held it up explaining these were my lifesaver. 0 calories to keep me from eating actual food, and I was going through like 2 of these 200-count containers daily. Her face completely changed when I said they'd basically become my meals, and she wasn't laughing when she started frantically typing on her calculator. "You know they're not actually 0 calories," she said, explaining how the FDA allows anything under 5 calories per serving to be labeled 0, and each Tic Tac is about 2 calories. My brain short-circuited as she kept calculating. 400 pieces a day means you're eating 800 secret calories daily. The worst part was checking my Amazon history while she watched and seeing bulk orders starting right after my jeans stopped fitting, realizing I'd replaced actual food with these thinking I was being smart. But on my strictest days when I ate nothing but lettuce and Tic Tacs, I was actually consuming over 2,000 calories, and after 7 specialists and thousands in medical bills, the answer had been right there on the FDA website about labeling loopholes. Fast forward 3 months without a single Tic Tac, and I'm down 18 pounds, which my cousin noticed and asked what finally worked. When I told her I stopped eating candy for meals, she laughed like I was joking, but the worst part is I genuinely thought I was outsmarting my body with that 0-calorie hack, and now I read serving sizes like my life depends on it.